name is Mariana. Welcome to Brint. I'm one of the partners here, and I'm very proud to say that we are a family business with national reach. We are independent and exclusive buyer's agents. We have a back office team calling seller agents to see if properties are available, to see the conditions and making appointments, and at the same time local agents that go on your behalf and do videos, virtual tours, so you can feel that you are here while we are narrowing down this process for you. We understand our clients' main concern is not knowing the market, the language, the country rules, the real estate regulations. There are so many variables that you simply don't know. But that's why we bring to you a lot of data that I'm going to show you so you can feel, secure to make decisions not based on guessing, but really understanding what's the market condition. And we don't just do these evaluations by ourselves, but we bring appraisers that are certified to help you to get the best price and negotiate for you the fair market value. So what is the planning session? This is something that happens right after we receive your consultation form with the answers on our website, and then we go through that, we analyze, and if we feel that we are a match for what you're looking for, then we book a consultation by sending a calendar link, and you can choose the best dates. Now with this video, the goal is for us to expedite this process so we can customize it for you, but then the general idea you already have. So I want to show you how we do this. If you are investor, it will take you to the real estate portion and property management. But if you're relocating here, it will take you to the explanation about the visa, the real estate process, and the transition, which is the concierge that we offer for people moving here. And then I want to show you the timeline, the process, and how we do the organization of your files. So this is just to show you how the planning session goes, and now I'm going to show you about the process. So our clients say that part of the success of the relationship that we have with them is our concern in helping them to understand where they are each step of the way. Because it's very confusing and it's a lot, we give you at the very beginning something that we call process guideline and orientation. And the goal is to time saving, reduce costs, smooth the process for you, and easy the transition. So by combining the services, for example, if you are an investor, you need real estate, but also you need maybe the mortgage and all the services of a title company with notaries and lawyers and translation and so many steps. But then also after that, you need to connect utilities, deep clean the property, have someone opening the business so you can get revenue from the country from your property. And after that, you need property management. So all of that is just too much. So instead of treating each of these services separately, we sync them and customize for each of our clients. So this is the process orientation. Then we have the guidance, which is something that we call welcome guide, where each line in this process orientation is linked to something that we extended in order to even help you, because sometimes we need documents. For example, to open a bank account, here it's going to say open a bank account, but here it will tell you all the documents that we will need. And then the last thing is the cloud organizer. Instead of sending multiple emails and being a mess, we created a folder for you. We will create a folder for you on Google Drive where we will restrict to your email, and you'll be able to upload documents there for the mortgage broker so they can create a financial dossier for you, for example. And you can upload documents for the bank or for the visa consultants that are in the US extending the services, not just for the US customers, but also Canada, also other countries. All of this is to give you a sense of peace, a security as you go through the process with us. So our client, we get your NIF, which is your fiscal number, and also representation through lawyers. We open the bank account. This takes a month. And then the first thing that we do after the basics is a loan interview to calculate the debt to income ratio. Portugal likes to see 30% or lower. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be approved if it's over 30%, but it's a little bit harder. Then at the moment that we finish the loan interview, we ask you to send your documents so we can prepare a dossier and send to the banks. While the banks are analyzing to pre-approve you, we are working on the property search to narrow down. We send emails to agents that we worked before, and we contact them by phone and email to just present you and your wish list to them and ask them to show the properties that we selected for you, but also any other property that would match what you're looking for. So this narrow down process, I will explain in another video, but we have 5 tabs that we go from each tab just with less properties until we find the final ones. Once we do that, we get your pre-approval. And then with that, we have leverage to say to our partners, we only work always with qualified buyers. So they know that when we bring a client, we already know that they are committed, they are pre-approved. And so this brings extra security to the seller agent to work with us. So they like to be on our list when they send, if you want to buy, for example, in the Algarve, we send that wish list to multiple agents that we already worked with in the past. The ones that were good, the ones that were difficult or delayed, it didn't seem to be as interested, we just remove, because we like to have a pathway that it's fast, secure, and without stress, right? So once you are approved, we call them and we ask them to visit this property. So our local premium agent will go and will do these visits and record videos and send to you. Once we narrow down and you like property more than the others, we do a price assessment, which I will show you in another video. And then we go one more time in person to do a live call with you. Or if you are here, we invite you to come and be with us. And then we have a few days that we take the time to go and visit these properties in person, okay? If you're not here, we do it for you with video call, a virtual tour. Once we finish this, we work on the evaluation through independent certified appraisers. So the appraisal here is similar to what we already did here for the price assessment. However, we don't want to rely only on that, and we have a lot of tools that helps us to see if the price is fair, but we want to bring, being extra careful, an independent appraiser to ensure that you are getting the best price. So once we have this report, we are ready to send an offer with the price and contingencies negotiation. And based on that, if they accept, good. If not, we will try to push and negotiate based on reports that we got, right? That we don't fabricate, they are real reports from the market. So once we get to a price, we schedule structural inspection. And then after we do that, if the report comes fine, perfect. If it comes with a problem, then we talk to them. We were not aware of this and we want to get a discount, or you need to fix whatever is in there that is damaging the property, structurally speaking. So once we get that done, we put this as a contingency that they will fix it. And then we sign the agreement with all the contingencies to protect your money, because here we don't have escrow account. So your money goes straight to the owner's account. And if they do anything that is bad for you, you cannot talk, you cannot say, because there's no contingency. So we work protecting you with that. Sometimes the contingencies could be the appraisal from the bank came lower, so it is a problem. Sometimes it's because you were not approved here in Portugal in a bank, but now you sign an agreement. With us, you will never have this problem because we already pre-approved you, remember? We put all the contingencies that we already know that you need, and then if you have a loan, the bank will want to come and do the appraisal from the bank. After that, we check the documents and also the title research. We do the final check. We say final because in the very beginning, before we do the contingencies and the negotiation, we like to take a look at the documents, because we don't want you to sign something if there is a problem like inheritance, which is a nightmare in Portugal. So we check the documents before and after. Before the contract, to put the contingencies with what's wrong that they need to fix, and after to see if they did go ahead and fix this. After that, we go for the deed. In the closing, we are with you, assisting you how to do the payments of the tax guides, which is issued just 24 hours prior. And we translate everything. We are doing all the talk with the notaries, with the lawyers, with everything. So after that, we get your keys, right? And here I forgot to say that we are the ones scheduling and coordinating between the notary, the seller agents, the lawyers, the banks, and all the parties and you. So after that, getting the keys and then helping you with the insurance for your protection, and then connecting your utilities and doing all the remote relocation that you need when you move into another country. So this is the whole package. If you are an investor, we also have a package that is the concierge for investment that will do the same thing. We'll connect the energy, internet for your guests and everything else. It doesn't matter if you're relocating here or investing. So you got your keys. Now you have so many things that you need to take care. We are the ones that will help you with that. Okay, so if you have questions, leave in the comments, but also please watch the other videos to better understand how this process unfolds.